Here's the thing. Right before the stream, I heard you say on within the first 5 minutes of your Critical Error Patreon-only episode, because I'm part of the nation.
Okay. Patreon.com/Critical Error. Yep.
I heard you describe what's been jostling around in my mind. I heard you say it so succinctly that I'm a little insecure to like sound like I'm biting what you're saying. But
no, tell me. What was it?
You said it's like the breath of the wild for Pokemon. And that's what I've been thinking this whole time. I've been thinking it is like, I feel like everything that I miss from older games and that I want for future games is in this. And funny enough, none of it includes battling. I was having early conversations about this. Like last week, people were saying like, oh yeah, it's good, but there's no battling. It's not a Pokemon game. You can't battle. And that makes no sense to me, because all the things that I want in a Pokemon game, it has to do with the environment. It has to do with there is collecting. There's crafting. There's constantly things to do. I can become whatever I want to terraform and to make whatever I want of this world. I feel like in the game, like in the game world, in that fantasy land, it's like checking all the boxes. There's like little lore secrets, right? Which I feel like we don't see that anymore. It's so fun. And they're not even like lore secrets. They're not like lore drops. It's just like, I love finding these little journal entries or like diary notes, these confessions by random NPCs that don't matter, but it's so compelling because it humanizes the whole space. And it makes me wonder about like where we are. I haven't beat the game yet, so I'm like, how is this going to end? How much of this is answered, right? I feel like I've fallen in love with the world, not because it's Kanto, but because of all of these little traces of everything, right?
Yeah.
That's all in game, and I'm loving all of that. But then out of the game, like as a player, I think what this game also delivers is hours. It's like the first Pokemon game that I don't need to invent a reason to keep playing.
Oh, interesting.
I feel like You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not shiny hunting. I'm not nuzlocking. I'm not someone didn't hack the game to make it more challenging or to make it a brand new game. The game itself, I can turn it on, and there's a reason to keep playing.
Yeah, sure.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
I think especially for you guys who are like, I think ideally for you, you're playing a Pokemon game all year round, all the time.
Yeah.
I think like Pokopia is insane because the sheer level of not only do you always have something to do, at all times you have 100 things you could do.
Yes, yeah.
It's
a little overwhelming. Dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife turned it on last night, and I was kind of just catching some stray like statements by her, and I think she had said at one point like, "This is stressful." And
wow. And
I think I did kind of feel the same thing initially, like within the first hour, but pretty quickly you go, "Oh no, these are just all options of things to do."
Yeah.
Like honestly, when I feel like, as a fan of these Pokemon games, like my whole thing is I'm just trying to like have an excuse to be in this world and like play in the world. And I feel like what has felt so barren in a lot of these games is like once the campaign's over, or maybe even just from the get-go, depending on the game, but like when the game's over, there's like nothing else to do. It's just like you start it, you finish it, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And the classic, like the old games are great because that's all it's trying to do. But I feel like for the last decade, it's like they put in all this stuff for you to do, all these extra things for you to do, and I feel like none of it is really that satisfying unless you're just like a collector, which is fun. And I've gotten enjoyment. I'm not trying to hate on like what people's preferences are, but like I'm just like I can see myself playing this literally for years to come. I also think I almost wrote off Pokopia because I'm like I think it's based on every other Pokemon spinoff. This feels like it's just going to be a shallow attempt of an idea of a game that we all want, which is like Pokemon Animal Crossing. But what does that even mean? This game's making me realize I don't even like Animal Crossing. I like the idea of Animal Crossing. I like the idea of like decorating my house or whatever.
Yeah.
And what's amazing is like Animal Crossing would be twice as good. I'm being hyperbolic, but like, why can you not jump in Animal Crossing? You can jump in this game. That's like such a stupid thing that makes it a million times better. Or the fact that, I don't know, a lot of quality of life things. And then I don't know. Am I just ranting right now?
No.
It's got the Minecraft stuff that is literally the game that I've actually like when looking at what this game could be based on. Minecraft's the game.
Yeah.
I just want to build stuff.
Yeah, I think like the answer to that question of like why can't you jump in Animal Crossing is because people saying that Pokopia is an Animal Crossing like are just wrong.
It's nothing like
It's
Animal
just
Crossing.
not.
No,
it's just
yeah,
not.
no.
Like it's just not. Yeah, and I get why aesthetically people think that, but the core of the game and what it's trying to invoke and like how you like your verbs when you play the game are just kind of completely different. So it's just like not a very helpful comparison.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So
we've been saying that for since the game was announced. So like that's what I've been thinking about the most. But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I feel like a lot of people got into Animal Crossing. That series blew up because of when it came out, and a lot of that's like a touch point for a lot of people. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm enjoying it so much. I think I want to say like, yeah, I've been playing it for a week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm deep in. The hour count is up there, and I want to. Every time I'm not playing it, I'm like, when can I get back to playing it? I just discovered the new like Alpine area, and I feel like I just spend my whole time discovering things and being like, what's this new block, or what is this thing? You know what's weird? I'm playing the game when I'm like exploring like a I don't know, like they have the mines, right?
Yeah.
And I keep expecting something to jump out and scare me.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm always on my toes. I'm like, what am I about to discover? You know?
I think that I had a piece on my blog kind of about Pokopia recently.
I gotta read this.
I think something that I've been compelled by with this game is that in a lot of ways, I think it is like a game that is doing a really good job of separating the critic from the fan. And there's something about this game that I think is so compulsively playable and so immediately like, oh, this is good. But something I've noticed online is that people have a really hard time describing what it is that they like about this game.
Yeah.
And it's funny. So like I'm reading reviews for Pokopia and I'm just kind of like seeing how people are talking about it. And, people, Animal Crossing, this, that. And I'm like, okay, yeah, but like, what do you like about the game? And I think people know, but it's like a really hard game to kind of like verbalize what it is that they like. And I think because of that, I've been telling people, like, if you're trying to write about video games or be like a good, strong writer or whatever, if you want to practice something, I actually think Pokopia is like a good game to write about.
Ooh.
Because I think it's hard. I think it's hard to, because your brain wants to turn it into shorthand. You want to go, oh, okay, here's this thing that it's like Minecraft. It's like Animal Crossing. It's like, it's like, well, no, it's what is it doing? Like, what is it doing? And I think the thing that you just said about like discovery and stuff is what I really like about the game, where it's like people think, I was talking about this on stream yesterday, people think that exploration is just moving around an environment. But like, when I go into a building in this game, am I exploring the building? Like, no. I'm just walking in a straight line.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going where the game wanted me to go.
Yeah.
But is there something about, like, oh, I'm placing down this grass in this formation. I'm seeing, oh, I got a new power. How can I use it? What does it do? Oh, there's a new Pokemon here. What is their personality like? What happens if I talk to them? What do they want if I ask them about their comfort level? There's all of this stuff that I think is really working right now for a lot of Pokemon fans, because so many Pokemon games, it's like you already know all of the answers.
Yeah.
And this is a Pokemon game where you don't know the answers.
And I love it, dude. It feels so good. Yeah. Something I think
you see a Pokemon and it's like, I know everything about that Pokemon. I know the moves it learns. I know what it turns into.
Yeah.
I know what it's strong against. And this game, it's like, wait a second. What do you know?
It's got a southern accent.
Cool.
It's
right. That's cool.
It's like
it's really cool.
Yeah. Something I love, something that I've been enjoying is, like, I really appreciate how they give us this world that is destroyed, but it is, in contrast to Minecraft, everything is intentionally placed, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like, and I think this game does a really good job of like rewarding, or I guess like there is constantly little things to surprise me. If I look over the corner, oh, there's something, right? And even when it's like they're not hinting, like there's like deeper secrets. Like to me, this felt like a deeper secret because I was like 20 hours in, and in that first area, I just started digging in a wall, and all of a sudden, this like.
I love that stuff.
Yeah, and all of a sudden there was like a wall of unknown, and I'm like, what is this lost ruin that looks like it's in a subway?
That was one of my favorite parts.
It
was
blew
finding
my
that-
mind.
that
I'm like,
board.
I need to dig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I found that. So like, I had already found the third area in the game. And
Yeah.
I was back in the first area, and I was like, this is here.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
It's so good, man. And I feel like that's literally all I like when I say exploration. Like I feel like you've challenged me on this. Like, well, what do you mean exploration? I'm like, I honestly don't know. And now, whatever this is it. It's like I want to be able to just like gleam a little bit of. I just want to be rewarded when if there's somewhere to go that I don't need to go, and I choose to go there. There's a little kiss on the forehead. I go, oh.
So I always have this this thing I say about stories, where I say stories are movements, not moments.
Ooh.
And I think the thing about exploration is that exploration is not a moment. It starts with curiosity.
Yeah.
So to achieve exploration, you first have to have a moment of like player driven. I am going to do this because I want to do it.
Yeah.
Not because the game is like ushering me through this area, but because I'm choosing to pursue something that I'm curious about. And then when you choose to do that, this happens all the time in Super Mario Odyssey. You're like, I wonder if I can get up there.
Yeah.
And then you get up there, and then there's like a moon, and you're like, shit.
That was
they
so
knew
good.
They knew
Yes.
I was gonna want to come up here. It's so cool. Yeah.
Dude, I'm just in love. I'm taking my time with it. I'm binging it, but I'm also pumped. I mean, we'll see what happens. But like, I don't know, man. I feel like this is about to be like an all-time classic.
Yeah. Oh no, I agree. I think it's I think if I was reviewing this game for an outlet, I would have given it a 10.
Oh, I love that.
Just
say it. I love that.
Enamored. Oh yeah. No, I like can't even.
Yeah.
I like can't even make the argument for giving it less than a 10. To
Yeah.
be honest with you, I'm like no. This,
Yeah.
They nailed it. They nailed it. Like
I really.
this is the game.
Yeah. And also like, if I use my like sister-in-laws as a barometer, this is the only Pokemon game that they've cared about since Pokemon Go. So like,
oh sure,
this like all-time classic. I guess I'm really curious to see once I beat the campaign. Like I don't even know how long that is, but like, I don't know. Like, will I keep playing? Because again, this offers me a way to interact with the Pokemon world that isn't just like a slot machine. You know?
Oh, bro, hold on. I'm so mad. This game, they're showing me all these cool poison-type Pokemon. They showed me Grimer, they show me Coughing, and even Tentacool. I'm like, okay, Tentacool.
Tentacle's
I
cool.
can make an argument. Yeah,
Gulpin is not it. Yeah.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad that they throw out Gulpin, and then they're like, this is the one you can get, Jake. It's like, no, dude. I didn't want Gulpin.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So what are you enjoying about Pokopia?
So I think that it has a thematic core. I think it's like about something.
Sure.
And I think that part of it is like really going a long way for me. The fact that like the game has this kind of like melancholic tone, and it feels like it's all kind of pointed towards the same thing. It doesn't feel like I'm going through the motions of a Pokemon game. It feels like somebody is trying to communicate big ideas to me, and they're doing it in a... This is kind of what my essay is about.
Okay.
They're like doing it in a way that is subtle. That is not like hitting me over the head with what it's trying to say.
Yeah.
They're just like allowing me to experience feelings. And
Yeah.
there's like,
Dude.
I don't know.
And that
it's
is so
cool
much. That's how stuff stays with you. You know.
There's like sadness. Like this is a Pokemon game that has like actual sadness.
Yeah, the diary entry that I've just been thinking about for 2 weeks is like, it was like Keenan, I think the kid's name was, and he's like, I love going to the park, and I can't wait to see my friend at the park. He promised me we'd go to the park together tomorrow or like next week or whatever. And then you're like, well, where did they ever go to the park? Like
And
that story
even
it's like
outside
unsatisfied.
Well, and even outside of kind of like direct narrative moments, there's just something about how the Pokemon are like, hey, if we clean this area up,
Yeah, no,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
the
yeah.
humans will come back.
Dude,
Like, that's crazy.
they're like pleading. They're just like, yeah, yeah. They're bargaining with like the reality of the situation. That's crazy.
And it's like, I'm like, guys, I don't know.
Yeah. No,
Like,
you're
I don't
totally
know
right.
about all this.
I was talking to my wife about that. We were like, do we think the humans are going to come back at the end? And I was like, I've decided no, because that makes no sense as a well, one, I haven't seen any clips online, but also what is Ash Ketchum
Okay,
going to jump out of the
so-
grass?
Here's my one thing. You know that like big machine on the first island, and
Yeah.
how it's like asking you to bring it all these
Yeah.
different resources. Okay. That seems to be some kind of like, oh, if the Earth is okay again, and you put all of these resources in this box, it will send a signal to the humans who escaped into outer space or whatever,
Yeah.
and then they'll come back.
But
Obviously they're not going to come back in the actual game.
no.
So, because you've got to be able to keep playing
Yeah.
the game, and
See,
there aren't going to be humans walking around. So.
I actually just read that as, I haven't really interacted with it in a little while, but
Yeah.
I'm assuming that Lighthouse is just a Team Rocket ploy. It's like a scam. It's like a
my
Nugget
God.
Bridge situation.
Okay.
That's what I'm assuming.
Wow.
I have no idea.
Oh my God.
I don't think that's
no.
anything. I think it's gonna give you like a TM for the Team Rocket theme song or something. Right?
So
You just get a CD.
I think it's got to be more significant than that, because there are multiple steps to giving that thing everything it needs, and every time you fulfill one of its steps, it gives you a gym badge.
Oh, you're right.
So it feels significant.
Yeah, that's why I got Brock's badge. You're right.
Yeah. So I think that's like a big thing. That it's gonna be like you keep going back to that throughout the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting, man.
Do we think I can snag this Gulpin?
I think you can. I don't know if I would want to.
I mean, listen. He's deranged. He's a shadow Gulpin.
Yeah, good point. Dude, think about he's going to go sicko mode and just eat everything in the house. Everything in the
Right.
pantry. Yeah.
Oh, Gulpin, no.